I mean, I still have yet to watch like half of season 2 and all of season 3 because like I watched half of season 2 and was just like, yeah.
I feel that if I get bored, I probably will just drop it. But I heard Psychopath season 1 is a bit
It's so
pretty
good.
highly.
Yeah.
Can you
It's honestly
guys say check 1, 2, 3? Everybody, just checking volumes.
Yep. Check 1, 2, 3.
RTL.
Check 1, 2, 3.
John loves anime.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Everybody's
4,
good.
5, 6.
Okay.
7, 8, 9, 10.
I have set everybody good. Everything's good. 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. Okay, so it should be live. I'm going to quickly tweet out 1 second.
Yeah,
and then we will
that
begin.
will. I'll tweet out the stream.
I retweet your tweet.
Alright, I just added that anime you were talking about, John. It's on my list.
Thank you. I was gonna say, I could give you a whole list of all the anime that I've watched in my time. But it was post-apocalyptic. I have a list, just a specific list for that.
Didn't you make a top 10 of those?
If I have made it,
yeah.
If I have done it, I think I have. I don't know.
Let's include a picture of Attack on Titan.
I can't even think of. Well, I think I could think of 10 actually, if I look.
Yeah.
Same, but it'd be a little difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. At K at RTL at John loves anime and at Squid because he'll be joining later. There we go. Yay. I think that should work. Yeah. Okay. And I will also. Oh wait, did I put the link in? Yes, I did put the link in there. Good. And I will also be putting this on my Discord server. 1 second, and then we will begin momentarily.
I'm just depressed that everybody's fucking retweeting to me. Yoli and April fucking screenshots. I'm like, why are you showing them to me? Don't remind me.
Oh, of your line.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah.
You haven't watched your line April changed my life.
Don't talk to RT about romances. He doesn't understand them.
I don't really watch romance anime. I think the last romance anime I've watched.
I mean, romance is probably my favorite genre. No,
I need action, boys and girls.
Oh, you need action romance. I understand.
Not that
action romance. Not that.
I might as well just want a hentai at that point, bro.
Oh my god.
For the love of Christ almighty.
Yeah, jeez.
RTL, do you want a Shmentai recommendation? I know that I gave you plenty.
No, I'm good. I don't need any. I'm fine.
Oh yeah, I gave you 2 yesterday, right?
Yeah, and I can't wait for you to hit 24 likes, buddy.
25 likes, you mean?
24. No, I mean 24. I meant.
Katie. Oh yeah, Katie knows what John loves anime RTL, and I think you promised to if the video hits 25 likes.
Wait.
I can't remember. This? Like everybody but Dono. Everybody but Dono and Squid said that if the video hits 25 likes, basically they'll watch Euphoria.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I'll watch it, but I'm not gonna do it.
No, don't, Katie, don't.
I'm scared.
Holy crap, we're at 6 viewers. We have never been at 6 viewers on this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The power of tweeting.
Hey.
Power of tweeting.
Well,
I'm getting tired of these Demon Slayer spoilers all over my timeline.
Yeah, the power of tweeting.
Let's begin, I suppose. I shall start us off with the intro of the Anime Academy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Anime Academy, where we teach why your opinions in anime are crap, and why ours are objective. However, there's a twist. Every teacher, every senpai, has a different objective opinion. Today, our topic is post-apocalyptic anime, and with us, we will start off with 3 new guests that have not been here before. John loves anime.
What is up, people? John loves anime here.
RTL Faith.
What is your boy?
and the yandere from Kitsune Katie.
Hello, it is John the Kitsune here. I am really excited to be on this podcast.
So, with that introduction, why don't you start off, Katie, with the first post-apocalyptic anime?
All right. Okay. So, dang, I don't know what to start off with. I got both of them. They're both so good. Okay, I'm gonna start off the ones that you guys probably know. I don't know if you've seen, but it's called Gakogurashi. I just made a video on it, so it's kind of topical, I guess you could say, at least in my case.
I've never heard of it.
Oh gosh, okay. It's hard because you know what? Okay, I'm picking a different one because I don't want to talk about it and I don't want to ruin it for you. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who's watching, who wants to watch Gakogurashi and who hasn't seen Gakogurashi, because it's like, if you guys have seen Madoka Magica, it's kind of like that. Like, you don't want to spoil yourself.
I like Madoka Magica.
That's my favorite anime, dude. Like,
that had me in the feels. That definitely had me in the feels. Alright, got a new anime on my list.
Heck yeah. Alright, so if I'm not gonna do that one, I guess I'll start with Seraph of the End, which is one of my favorite. I know, let's go. Okay, so judging from what you said, I bet you've seen it.
Mm-hmm. I have.
Yes, so Seraph of the End is about two characters, Yu and Mika, and both at the beginning of the anime are human. They're living in a time where basically human society has been taken over by vampires, and the vampires are existing off of feeding off of human blood. But there is a from my memory, there is a rebellion, I believe, going against the vampires, and it's mainly focused around you leaving the vampires' grip and joining this rebellion, all the while believing that his brother, Mika, is dead. But in fact, Mika hasn't been dead. Mika has been changed into a vampire. And what's really great about this post-apocalyptic this post-apocalyptic anime is that you get to see the dynamic between Mika and Yu change, because it goes from, oh wow, I don't know, or you're my brother, I love you so much, to, oh dang, you're now a vampire, you're technically supposed to be my enemy. Yeah, that's why I believe Seraph of the End is one of the best post-apocalyptic anime out there.
Is this the one where like the vampires take like control of the human population? They're stuck in that one like cave. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think it's like 2015. And basically one of the guys donates his blood on a regular basis, and they steal a gun and a map, and they end up escaping.
I don't think so.
Oh,
that's a different one. I know what you're referring to.
I thought that was Seraph of the End.
No, so Seraph of the End, it's more or less of what happens is the world has been wiped out by a heart disease, where all the adults were killed off, and the only survivors were the children, because children were immune to this disease.
I forgot to mention
what happened is that the vampires came out from the dark part of the world and round up the children, because they're the only ones that were alive, and to use them as a kind of like blood supply.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, this is Seraph of the End, what I was talking about, I think. Yeah, I recognize the characters.
And so forth, yeah.
I must have missed.
Sounds like the Promised Neverland.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Aren't they all in
God.
chambers, kind of, with their blood being sucked? Like all the children are used as a blood supply.
Yeah, they have to donate a specific amount per age.
And then there's this one vampire guy that takes a liking to this one, and then they end up the two kids escape. Correct? Well, no, one of them dies in their escape.
Yeah.
Well,
one
the entire
quote,
family
dies. Yeah.
Yeah, the entire family plus that. dies because they have a
Yeah.
family. Because that night they come home with like really good food or something like that. It was a good anime. I remember watching it, but I don't remember like a lot of the details in watching it.
Mm-hmm. If you remember, towards the end of Seraph of the End, towards the end of Seraph of the End, I believe I can't. It's been so long since I've seen this, but it hasn't he been experimented on because the humans want to keep up biologically with the vampires because they're technically, inferior in manpower.
I think so.
Yeah, he turns into I don't even know what you call it, like that monster thing. Also, who joined? Squid?
Yep.
Hello.
So this is Squid. You can say hi, Squid.
Hello. For the record, he turns into Solomon, the King of Salt, I believe, at the end of the.
Yeah. Awesome.
Salt. I
Yeah.
think I've seen a clip about that. But
That's
it
his
was
whole
like
power is he's salty.
yeah, I've seen like an anime like top thing, and I think I've seen a clip of that before.
He's a salty boy.
He's thirsty.
So, before RTL gets to this one, I want to quickly go Attack on Titan. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that to you, RTL.
What? You have to like that's what I.
Nah. I guess I'll go next because we're doing one each, two per person. And then we're just gonna talk about whatever. Girls Last Tour has to be one of my favorite post-apocalyptic animes. It's if you haven't seen it, basically a war-torn city. And it's two, I think, they're little kids. I know that they looked little, so I was thinking, are they older? Because it's been a while since I've seen it. But I'm pretty sure they're, like, under, like, 12.
Wait, what's the anime?
Girls Last Tour. I can't remember how old the characters are.
Oh, I heard of it.
And it's, like, the whole thing is about them scavenging for food and trying to climb this tower thing, from what I remember, because basically at the top it's told that that's the last human colony, like the last city of humans.
Yep, I know the ending too because it was spoiled for me.
I really like it because it deals with a lot of like AI in it as well, like how like what's your purpose? It answers so many questions like that. What's a human being's purpose? Why should they live? For example, one scene that if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled at all, you can like cuff my headphones if you guys want, if you're here or there. But one of my favorite parts in Girls Last Tour is there's this robot, and the robot has a fish, and this fish is the girl's favorite food, one of the girls. But the whole purpose of this robot is to take care of that fish. So it's a whole battle. This fish, should they take it, eat it? Or wouldn't that be robbing this robot that appears to be a sentient being of his only purpose? Is that a right thing to do? I mean, it's just a robot. You need food to live. But would that be wrong?
Honestly, I would
steal
take it.
from him? Well, another thing is the girls weren't starving. They had plenty of food saved up from their like scavenging, so they didn't need
His
the
favorite
fish.
food is just a fish.
They have a bunch of food.
Just one fish?
Yeah, it's just a
wouldn't
single
take it.
fish inside of a tank. Like a big tank. It's the last fish alive. And that robot's
it's the
entire
last
purpose.
fish?
Yep.
Oh.
That robot's entire purpose is to take care of it.
Alright, I wouldn't take the fish then.
To be
Never
fair,
mind.
if it's
I
the
retract.
last fish alive, I mean, you might as well. Like, why not? They can't reproduce by itself.
But would it not be robbing a sentient being of its only purpose?
Well, don't they have? Is that the last fish ever, or is that the last?
It doesn't really explain in the anime or the manga. And then
I'd take a fish from a human, too.
I believe this was only manga. I can't quite remember. I ended up watching the series after I watched a video from Hiding in Public about it. In this manga scene, basically, there's a robot that's done. It wants to die, but it's a sentient being as well. But it's tired of not having a purpose, just walking around and doing nothing. Like, imagine just being alive for 1,000 years with no purpose at all. And you just walk around. You don't do anything because you don't have anything that you need to do. You don't strive to get money. I mean, there's no purpose. So would you want to live or would you want to be shut down? But is it right to kill that robot if it's a sentient being? And there's a lot of philosophical questions, and that's why I love Girls Lost Tour.
Sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of existentialism in anime most of the time.
Really?
I don't want to like have a mental breakdown from questioning my existence after I just want to see. I just want to see someone do a punch or something.
I mean, there has been various anime.
Is it all good?
I'll just up to you want to hear what's going on.
I don't.
You know what? I said screw it. It's okay. You know, we're good. We're good.
Hey, I have someone coming to the house soon, so if I mute my mic, then that's
why. Well, I will let you go next, RTO.
Can you come back to me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to mute my mic too.
John loves anime.
Yes. No. Well, if I were to just pick one, let's see. If I were to pick one, no, I don't know. I'm gonna name some anime and let me know if you guys have seen any of them. You watched Darling in the Franxx, right? Any of you?
I have seen part of it.
I know quite a bit about it, but I don't watch.
Yeah, that's okay. You can talk about Darling in the Franxx.
Okay. The thing is with Darling in the Franxx is that, you know, we have a society, we have a world where every humans died off because of a random disease. And what happens is whatever was alive were clones of the former adults, so they can't reproduce. So what they use is children who they experimented, which they call as, I believe, they're all flower Milliston, I believe what they call it, because a lot of the terms in there is flower based, and they use these kids to fight up against the Coloxosaurs, which are these giant life forms that took over the world, and for them to populate the world. And we have all of them to basically what every instance of the anime is just them experimenting the outside world and the world building. Darling in the Franxx had so much potential to be a very good anime. In my opinion, the other half really ruined it for me.
I think Darling in the Franxx has a lot of potential, but I'm not a huge fan of Darling in the Franxx personally. I always felt like it, like for some reason, a lot of people like looked at Darling in the Franxx and thought it was the best thing ever, when I just saw it as censored shmentai.
Well, yes, I mean, if you can consider that. But no, here's the thing about Darling in the Franxx that I kind of liked is that it really captured a lot of like old school Trigger and A1 Pictures, which A1 Pictures, they're really well known for their mecha anime. And then to have a collaboration with Trigger, they're really well known for their obscurity and storyline. We were like, damn, this is going to be a great show. And how it started is that how it started out very great. You know, okay, children are raised up to maneuver these mechas which is kind of like, you know, Neon Genesis Evangelion, but a little bit with two people to operate. And we have our main character, Hero, who stumbles upon a girl by the name of 02, who she is half human, half Coloxosaur, because she was an experiment herself, like human-made experiment. Because spoilers, she was made by humans from the DNA of the Coloxosaur princess. So the whole entirety of the show, first half was great because it really brings in a lot of backstories, flashbacks, and explaining of the world building around, you know, the kids. But the second half, they rush it so much that it really invalidates everything that was built up for it. That's what I really didn't appreciate, how they ended Darling in the Franxx. Other people could say they could satisfy with it, but for me, I felt like it was a rush ending. It didn't really give it much of appreciation.
With you. I definitely agree that it felt a little bit rushed. Does anybody else have any thoughts on Darling in the Franxx?
So I haven't seen Darling in the Franxx, Darling in the Franxx, but it's definitely on my list, and I know that a lot of people I feel like really like Darling in the Franxx because of C2. Like I see her everywhere
Wait,
wherever I go to con.
C2.
Oh, did I say C2? I meant
C2.
my bad.
I was
my
like,
bad.
are we talking about the same show here?
02.
Like we're talking about bombs, so
I meant to say 02. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I see her literally everywhere whenever I go to conventions.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's like a part of the hype of Darling in the Franxx. But besides from that, I guess I can't really say much. Sounds like what you said was really interesting, though.
It really was interesting. I mean, it had a potential premise. It was an original kind of story, and it really was like anime only storyline. This was no source material whatsoever, and collaborated with very well known directors from Neil Gaius Evangelion, from Kill la Kill, to a lot of the high rated shows that we all know since childhood. Working on this show, Darling in the Franxx, it was supposed to be a banger, but at the end, it made an explosion to end up being a little bomb that just go poof at the very end.
Oh.
But
Yikes.
02 is waifu of that show, to be honest. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I like 02. I like 02.
Is that the pink-haired one?
Yeah, the one with horns.
Yeah, I see that picture everywhere, boys.
Like, I have her as in my as I build my own PC, so I just have a custom sticker of 02 like plastered on the glass panel. Yeah.
Cool. I really like Darling in the Franxx. I think it's a fantastic franchise. I just think it struggles a lot from what most anime-only franchises have to deal with. And I will say the same for Code Geass. The second half always, for some reason, starts off weaker than the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that might just be common in anime-onlys because they have to make up their own storyline.
Unless you're Mob Psycho.
Okay, we don't talk about Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho is greatness.
Yeah, I know. Mob Psycho is one of the greatest animes of all time, and I will fight for Mob Psycho, but...
Yeah.
Same. But anyways.
Yeah, Darling in the Franxx is great. I definitely agree with you. John loves anime. I think it's a bit overhyped, personally. I feel like it has a lot more flaws than people recognize, but I definitely like the show. Like, it's not like I hate it or anything.
No, it does have a lot of flaws. It does.
It's probably in my top 100 anime, I'd say, somewhere there.
Coolio.
Squid was your first post-apocalyptic anime.
Okay, so I prepared a list for this. But you kind of confused because you just said apocalyptic, and I was like, "Oh, was that a genre I've never heard of? That's not post-apocalyptic." So I didn't really. I kind of messed up my list, so I don't have that many.
Oh, it's all good. But basically,
I also don't know what you guys have talked about so far. So can you give me a quick rundown?
Katie was the first with Seraph, and then I did Girls Last Tour. Whoa, yeah. And then
I also mentioned Gakogarashi, but I didn't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it because it's important to just go in not knowing what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Seraph of the End was one on my list. But I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hard. Like, some post-apocalyptic anime aren't very clear because I think of zombies, so I think of something like High School of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I consider High School of the Dead as a post-apocalyptic anime.
But then also,
is it
Dr.
post-apocalyptic
Stone.
or
I'm fine with both. Either or work.
Yeah, apocalyptic to me was we're mid.
Oh yeah, no.
Apocalypse.
I'm fine with either. No. The definition for post-apocalyptic is existing or occurring after a catastrophic destructive disaster or apocalypse in a post-apocalyptic world where nature has become just as violent as humanity.
Just like what's happening outside.
Yeah. This is why I picked this theme, actually.
Here, bro.
I picked this theme because of the word that we cannot say. on YouTube.
Wait, what's going on outside?
The corona.
Shh.
Oh, I haven't heard.
Oh, I'm
of that.
sorry.
I'm just messing with you. I don't really give a
okay.
crap.
Nah, Squid. Do is go outside, walk up to a police officer, pretend to cough like 3 times, and then lick.
You'll be good.
You're telling me I'm gonna have to kill another police? Anyway, what am I supposed to do?
Another
Postal?
one.
You really didn't explain.
I think
what
I
am
think
supposed to do?
Dr. Stone counts as post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah, but
Stone
it's
would be a
trash, though, so I don't want
post-apocalyptic.
to talk about that.
Whoa! You said Dr. Stone was trash. Damn, my guy.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Sorry, that's actually not accurate.
Dr. Stone is the worst anime to come out in 2019.
Did it? I don't know how many anime.
COVID-19, the anime, endangered
I was
unicorn.
I was reading the same thing,
to get
Katie.
Senku on you.
Yeah. We're all,
Squid.
we're all
So
just in an
Senku after
anime
me.
right now.
this is
I am
an anime.
shocked. I am speechless.
Squid.
Marcel, you're probably the type of guy who's like, dude, how is Senku so smart? I can't even understand what he's saying.
No, I was the type of dude. That said, "Bruh."
Making
Cousin.
iron? How does he do that? What?
To be fair, in order to understand Dr. Stone, you have to have a high IQ.
True. RTL and I have had IQ
I-
debates before. I called them so many names over.
Okay, Squid. So you're asking what you need to do. You just name a random series that you really like that's post-apocalyptic. There's really no.
Chrome shelled Regios.
Never heard of it. What is it about?
I've heard of it. I watched like the first few episodes. I haven't been me. But yeah,
Wait,
It's pretty old at this point.
Wait, what
They
was
came out-
the series again? Sorry.
Chrome shelled Regios.
Oh.
Here's the thing. I don't know if it's technically counts as post-apocalyptic because I don't know if the world was ever like not hell. I don't know if they ever bring up the world being like.
I mean,
totally normal.
the world probably didn't have the things that they're on though, so that's probably created so they can live better.
True. I think they
than
do
it
say
was
that the filth monsters, as they call them, have been getting worse. So I think it counts.
Yeah.
It
This
counts.
is just a debate on whether the anime we have are post-apocalyptic anime.
I just don't want to say something's post-apocalyptic and have
Facts.
someone make fun of me.
No.
It's okay, Squid. I'm gonna
That's
make
so sad.
fun of you because you said Dr. Stone was trash, not because you don't know what post-apocalyptic.
RTL, I will fight you.
Squid, you and RTL are already fighting. Your guys' videos are contradicting each other.
Oh yeah,
I keep telling
I'm
RTL to debate me, but he's too scared.
Honestly, I would be down once we finish the post-apocalyptic
Slander.
part. I would be down once we finish the post-apocalyptic part to
Joke's
talk
on you,
about
man.
Tower of
Literally
God.
used to be Slander Squid.
I haven't
Slayers.
seen Tower of God yet. I'm gonna pick that up right away.
Don't.
Yeah, see, if I say it's pretty good, Squid and Pokes are gonna call it trash. So I'm.
It's not that good.
I would not call
I-
it trash. Are you high?
I feel like RTL is the Evanita within the Rant Cafe. Everything that he says is just like it's trash.
No, it's when it comes to Tower of God, Black Clover, and now apparently Dr. Stone.
You mean now? Apparently,
I mean now.
I didn't know you
months
thought
ago.
Dr. Stone
Black
was
Clover is trash. What the heck?
Yeah,
outta here.
Squid. Yeah,
Black
Squid.
Clover
Who
is
says Black Clover?
probably not
Okay,
the worst
break it
anime
up,
I've
break
ever
it up, break it up.
Okay, calm down. This is not WWE. Don't worry.
Bro, I'm like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Bro.
God damn.
It's close though.
Okay.
Anyways,
I love
Chrome Shell's Regios. There's like big scary guys. They hit him with like a sword. It's pretty cool. It's whatever.
Oh.
Does I only watched like the first like 3-ish episodes. Is it gonna get
Don't
better?
know.
So,
Oh my god.
Hey,
Oh.
I said I had one more.
I know,
thing
I
to
know, I know.
finish.
I was just adding you to the group.
okay.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
It's all right. Hello.
Hey,
people.
Thank you for
So-
joining. You stopped
Um,
RTL and Squid from blowing up the world.
Oh, I see. All right. Well.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna give Squid the floor. He can pick one. Oh wait, he already picked his.
Yeah, you said
post-apocalyptic.
That was
So
long
just
ago.
talk about the anime that you picked.
Basically, it's Earth as if it were run over by these gigantic, horrific, sort of half machine, half biological monsters called filth monsters, or I think like contaminoids, some dumb name. And so humanity has to live in these huge like these gigantic glass domes that are on legs that walk around, and their cities walk around and avoid the monsters. And in order to fight them, they use weapons called deities, which are they can come in like all forms. And it seems kind of like a weird shonen anime at first, but then it gets really into like what even is existence, and you start to learn about the Heaven's Blades, and you start to learn main character's name's Leifon. You start to learn about just how much of a villain he was, and it turns out that like the way these cities were created wasn't necessarily very cash money, because there's like souls that were used as their cores, and you realize
I should have kept watching.
They're like sad, they don't want to do it, but they have to, and so they start going berserk, and they have to like force the souls to go back into normal mode so the cities are fine. It gets like pretty sad, honestly.
Is it still on Netflix? I think that's where I saw it.
It might be on Funimation now, honestly. I don't know.
I'm gonna definitely check out. It sounds really interesting. Like, and that's not me exaggerating. It genuinely sounds good.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
It honestly
Yeah,
is sort of
cool.
like they made two anime and just put them together. Like the first anime is really lighthearted and fun, and then it just gets sadder and sadder, and you're just like, oh man, I don't like this. I don't want to live here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the OP too?
Isn't the what?
OP,
Who?
the protagonist. The protagonist.
Kind of. Well,
He's not
So-
really.
he's a Heaven's Blade. There's a bunch of them, but because of how heinous he was, they kicked him out. And so, I mean, picture if like, I don't know, if you were a champion MMA fighter and you went to like a middle school Taekwondo class, you would seem pretty OP by comparison.
Oh,
But
fair
then
enough.
he goes back to like his Heaven's Blade status at the end. And he gets a new weapon and whatnot.
Mhm.
It's sort of like he goes from like the main kick-ass city where you want to be to like the equivalent of a, town out in like on the outskirts that no one wants to be at. And so there's less cool people there.
Yeah.
Mhm. So
Fair. Interesting.
definitely cool. I
And-
wish I could add input to it, but I can't.
Well, it's on
Yeah.
Hulu.
It is.
If anyone, yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah, because
Maybe
Again.
that's where I saw it.
It's definitely
Yeah, because-
it used to be on Netflix.
what's
Yeah.
crazy is that I have Netflix, Funimation, Crunchyroll, Hulu, Amazon Prime. I have everywhere to watch the anime. So I'm like, oh, cool.
Dang.
Yeah, I got.
Flexing on us.
John
I got
loves
a bunch-
anime. I see you are a man
And
of
then-
culture.
I mean, yeah. I mean, so I have to keep things up when it comes to maintaining a channel, so I have to have the knowledge. And everyone messaged me like, "Hey, give me a recommendation." I love Chrome Shell Regios.
Mm-hmm.
Radios.
I will say, though,
Regios.
for people who are going into it and like have never seen it before,
Mhm.
there is flashbacks that happen, and sometimes it's hard to tell like on your first viewing what's a flashback, and so you might go through it the first time and just be like, wait a minute, what like where are we now? And it's probably a flashback. I just want to say that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Dono, do you have one that you'd like to share, or are you still doing your?
I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. What are we doing?
So
Oh.
we're talking about post-apocalyptic anime. So is there
yes, sir.
is there any one that you genuinely love that you would like to talk about?
Did Katie already talk about Gakko Garashi?
It's okay. You could talk about it.
Oh.
I first, what happened is, Dono, is I started with that, and then I was like, but I don't want to like ruin it for people. But at the same time, we're all talking about everything that happens. So, just go ahead, bring it up.
Go
dude.
ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Katie and I filmed the video. That's the reason I asked.
Mhm.
But, that's like the only one that I can think of off the top of my head that I've seen that's post-apocalyptic. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you could talk about Attack on Titan before RTL does, but
I
Yeah.
Have you
mean,
seen Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah,
have not
Evangelion's a
finished it.
post-apocalyptic anime.
Have you seen Fist of the North
Just
Star?
take away my weep card. All right, I haven't finished Evangelion.
I
Okay.
don't know. You're fired.
Hey, I don't blame you. The ending
No,
is
I'll-
not.
RTL.
I'll take it.
No, this is not going to turn into an Evangelion debate between me and you.
Hey, as long as it doesn't turn into a
Ending is
One Piece
not the
discussion, we're
greatest.
good.
Oh, One Piece.
Oh, yeah,
Nice
yeah.
topic. Let's go.
Okay, so
Alright, let's talk about One Piece.
Please.
how can we
No.
turn One Piece into a post-apocalyptic anime?
Because
By
One
making an
Piece, bro.
apocalypse happen.
God,
Bro,
I shouldn't have said anything.
after the Void Century, elliptic now, bro.
Oh yeah, true.
Bro! Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, this is a
We can-
big brain moment. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, like, I was going to say that, but I was like, I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to make Dono suffer.
Dude, we
Wow.
don't know what happens after the Void Century. Or what? No, now what happens after. We know what happened. We don't know what happens during the Void Century. So, for all we know, this can be a post-apocalyptic. anime.
10 years from
Yeah.
now, 10 years from now, they're gonna once One Piece like finally ends somehow. I don't know how they'll do it, but once that it ends, then 10 years after that, they're gonna release their 10-year anniversary from ending, and it's gonna be all about their time.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. But don't
One Piece ending has to be better than Kogiya.
Gakko Garashi. All right. As Katie may have talked about, she loves good writing. She doesn't necessarily like horror, but I hate horror, and I just wanted a nice little slice of life anime. And then all of a sudden, the freaking zombie apocalypse happened, so that was great.
Oh,
So-
zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
I
so
haven't wa-
basically, when you first go into Gakugarashi, this is the reason why I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway because it's so great.
okay.
Anyway, so when you go into Gakugarashi, it's basically you're following around this one girl as she chases her dog around the school, and you just think, oh, this is so cute. It's like a nice slice of life anime. They're living in the school because they just love their school, you know? And it's not the case. Why are they living in the school? They're living in the school because they're in the apocalypse and there are resources there. And it's at the end of the episode, it's revealed that they're living in the apocalypse and that you've basically just seeing the world through Yuki's eyes, who doesn't know about it. She's just going around pretending like the apocalypse isn't happening, or it's just erased from her mind completely.
That
don't know,
sounds
but-
awesome.
Yeah, I might have to move this for the Psychopaths.
It's good, let me tell you. It's very good. And I just made a video
Mm.
with Dono, so hey.
Well, I guess I'll watch your guys' video after the podcast.
You should.
Is it on your channel,
Yes.
Katie, or is it on Dono?
It is on my channel.
Okay, I will check it out
On
right
his
after.
Kakugurashi.
RTL has not shared his anime,
Yeah.
Can't wait.
but we all know what it is.
Right? What could it be? What could the
Uh,
Black Clover.
Euphoria.
Yes, it's Euphoria. John.
Oh,
No.
bro. Oh,
The best part is everybody in this voice chat understands that reference.
I can't believe you thought I wouldn't know.
Which is
that.
terrible. I hate
Yeah.
you for it.
only
You,
LMG.
you guys thought you
I
could
didn't
trust
know.
me.
I didn't know that's what he was talking about when he was doing the synopsis.
So
I
like-
knew the second one
No.
was going to be the thing.
I knew.
Yeah.
I knew the second one off the bat once he started describing it. But the first one, he didn't tell me it was 5 years. He didn't tell me all the other stuff, and I was
The phone one. Everybody thought that the phone one was hentai, but nobody thought that
Yeah.
I knew that one. was
Nobody
something.
realized that
Oh, you could use it
Euphoria
for
was
justice. There's no way of using that power
Yeah.
for justice. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rude.
No. In
I have to
episode
say
2,
this.
he uses it on a bully.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Lovely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do have to
Liar.
say though, Endangered Unicorn asks, so who is best waifu of the apocalypse?
Best-
Of all of anime? This is
best
hard.
waifu is Mikasa because she's in Attack on Titan,
RTL,
and that
get
is
out.
the best post-apocalyptic anime of all time.
RTL, there's a button that's lingering on my mouse that says kick from group. I mean, remove from group.
No,
best
but
best waifu of the apocalypse. You know, I'm gonna have to go with Captain Levi, man. He's the best waifu.
Oh,
You made fun of him for going
Yeah.
to
how
Attack on
dare
Titan, and
you?
then you did that
I don't
too?
know. I have no idea.
How dare you call Levi as best waifu? You know, I know you're joking here, but dude,
You know,
he's not. He is no joke.
I
bro.
accidentally called Captain Levi a Titan because before I watched Attack on Titan, because I had just heard stuff about it, and I was playing like a Roblox game. I think I can't remember. Don't judge me. I was like 3.
Attack on
fair,
Titan,
judgment,
it was definitely not out when you were 3.
How do you know, RTL? Maybe I'm 6
'Cause I'm-
years old.
No, you weren't.
No.
No,
mean,
I
Levi.
can't remember. But some person was talking about Captain Levi, and I knew Attack on Titans was about like Titans eating people. So I said, "Oh yeah, I know him. He's a Titan, right?" Because like I don't know why I said that, but Endangered Unicorn says, "I'm having Euphoria flashbacks."
What did you do? Why did you do the unicorn that is having flashbacks? What did you do?
I did nothing to him. He saw it on his own.
Uh huh.
I'm just gonna
Liar.
say Euphoria should count as a post-apocalyptic anime. It's twisted and
Honestly,
dark.
I wouldn't know.
It's
I
art.
wouldn't know.
How dare
No,
you say that? No.
Everything is art.
What was going through your guys' minds when you guys found out that everything was Shmentai?
Not everything was.
I knew that you were gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, it's hentai.
Well,
Well,
you
as
guys
soon as
kept
like
on.
the phone came up, I was like, okay, dude, like hold up.
I asked him like,
Yeah.
are you sure this is anime? AKA, is this hentai? I'm sorry, shmentai.
Listen, anime is
forgive
just
me.
Shmentai that's uncensored. I mean, anime is just
The opposite.
Shmentai that's censored.
You know.
Neither of
You
them
know.
are nonsense.
No, we're
How could you say something so
I'm not
bold?
gonna describe why it's actually not the same thing again. We already had the discussion.
This
Yeah,
is
I mean-
getting awkward. Let's move on from Shmentai. How did we get to
Well,
Shmentai? Who brought? It
I don't
up?
know.
Was it?
I wanted to talk about.
It,
They
it
Brought
was.
us here.
It was
But then you already
John.
forgot you-
It was John loves anime that brought up Euphoria.
No.
Yes.
No. You
I
can't blame me.
Listen, you said
could've-
Euphoria.
You could have ignored me.
John.
You
John.
could have ignored me.
You said Euphoria, and I had to go with it, man. Because it's just art.
It's something.
This is getting weird.
Dude, it belongs in the Louvre, dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's here now. You can't do anything about it.
Okay,
RTL.
All
Talk
right.
about Attack on Titan now.
Sure thing. I will not reveal any manga spoilers, because there's a lot of very, very good spoilers for Attack on Titan.
Damn
So
it.
I'm not gonna say anything about the manga. The anime as is, Attack on Titan, all we already know. I'm sure everybody here at least watched the first season. About, citizens that are trapped inside a wall where the rest of the world, it's quote unquote, I'm gonna put quotes around that is filled with titans, and the titans eat people. They don't know why, and they gotta kind of just survive at the end of the day. Figure out all the different mysteries and politics that go with this story. It's not as simple as Aaron killing all the titans. That's what we thought from season. Not that simple, and just written very well right from chapter 1. It is top tier, and it's going to be the best anime of all time by the time 20 ends.
Endangered, after the podcast, I'll explain it to you. Sorry. But I agree. I mean, I think we all know the greatness of Attack on Titan. It's what, changed anime forever. The entire... the entire viewing of Attack on, anime was changed when Attack on Titan came out. You'll see in schools... let me give you mod Squid real quick. At schools, people were still bullied for anime, but when Attack on Titan came out, even the least weeb people were watching it and talking about it. It definitely changed anime for the better.
So, could I mention something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, when I was younger, I used to watch anime all the time. And then I just stopped watching anime because the people I hung out with were not the best, if you know what I mean. And then everyone was like hyped about Attack on Titan. I was like, well, all right. So like, what is this about? I mean, I'm not gonna watch anime. I just want to check out what Attack on Titan is. And literally, after watching the maybe like a couple minutes into the first episode, I was like, shoot, I guess I'm in a trap. I guess I'm watching anime again. This is great.
A trap, you say?
Nice.
Thing.
It's like an
Yeah,
intermission group, except that we're not struggling with anything.
Yeah.
thing about Attack on Titan is the best parts have not even been revealed yet, and their minds are going to be blown once time skip kind of goes its full direction. With that final season of the anime, hopefully it's still going to happen this fall. I don't know if anything changed. Hopefully,
Mhm.
a lot of greatness this year.
I mean, potentially it could be in the fall, or maybe on next winter, depending. Because every anime has been either they postponed or they have to cancel indefinite till next year. Just
Due
like
to,
there's this,
the apocalyptic events going on right now.
yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, the final season of Attack the best thing that happened.
I'm pumped for it. When the final season of AOT comes back, I'm gonna resume my watch because I'm halfway through season 2 right now. Is where I kind of like stopped watching it. I didn't drop it. It's just I'm gonna be honest. I forgot about it.
It's a mood.
You're mistaken, my sir.
Well, it's hard when you watch the first season and then they don't put anything out for so long. So then you just forget about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally get that.
So I think we are now full circle, and it is Katie's turn again. But before you go, Dono, I'm gonna help you out here for your second pick. Just figure out a way to make Naruto a post-apocalyptic anime. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I can definitely do that too.
Katie, it is now your turn.
If you need
Okay.
hints, don't know. I got you.
I think I have an idea, but thank you.
All right. So, if I'm being 100% completely honest right now, a lot of the anime that I know are kind of dystopian. Like they're not exactly like post-apocalyptic, I guess you could say. However, I'm going to make a case that Psycho-Pass is post-apocalyptic, all right?
Alright.
Okay, so Psycho-Pass. What is Psycho-Pass? Basically, people are living in a society, and it is dystopian or maybe utopian. I can't remember exactly. But it's hard to explain. They don't. There are these things called your Psycho-Pass, and the police have these machines where they read each person's level of capacity, maybe for crime, you can say. So let's say if it doesn't even have to be like you are a violent person, it could be just like you're disturbed at a certain point of time, and if the machine reads that you're disturbed to a certain level, then they take you in and you can't basically like you're in prison for a very long time and it's very hard to get out. It's kind of difficult, but like saying this is kind of like your life is over at that point, honestly. But because of this, people turn themselves basically into vegetables that can't really feel any emotion. In one part of the anime, there's a character who is known for art that is very horrific, that is like trying to inspire feelings of just gross things and everything. But because he created that kind of art, like, and because of the society they live in, they can't really he stopped doing that and he just becomes a vegetable. So what I'm saying, this is post-apocalyptic. Basically their society is fake. It's kind of an like it's not really a real society, and that's like what they're progressing towards is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's honestly a really good anime. I'm may just not be the best at describing it at the moment, but because it is very hard to describe. But
Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic show. I totally 100% agree with you, Katie. I actually have a funny story to share about Psychopaths. So, my mom, she used to be very strict when it came to TV. Like I wasn't allowed to watch Pokemon until I was 10. Like
what?
10 years old.
Seriously.
Yeah, strict.
That's Pokemon.
To be
Um,
fair, Ash is 12.
Well,
Maybe he was too nice.
I grew up, and I still grew up inside of a Christian household. Yes, no naughty words. She believed that Pokemon was evolution, and she didn't want that to be part of my
Evolution?
Yeah, she because films.
I remember that timeline.
It's I don't know how to explain it, but films and TV shows always have some kind of message put in them, and she believed that Pokemon's was evolution because the Pokemon evolved.
Oh, just that evolution existed at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, people.
I'm not gonna fight for either side because I don't want to start a political discussion either in here or in the chat. Or religious
It's
one at that.
understandable.
Well,
But
it's your us video.
yeah. So anyway, well, I was like, I think Psychopaths just gone to Netflix, and I would watch like every anime on Netflix. Like, I was a huge closet weeb. I didn't want other people knowing that I watched anime, but I was obsessed with anime for a while. I've watched Bleach like 6-7 times. I would just watch it nonstop. I used to watch it on repeat, episode by episode. Some of my favorite fights, I'd watch that episode like 20 times in one day. Like, I was a massive Bleach fan back in the day. But anyway, I found Psychopaths, watched the first episode. I loved it. I ended up rewatching with my mom. There was a certain scene, and we all know of it, I think, for those who've seen
Which scene you talking about? Is this after
First episode. Her first job, the guy kidnaps a girl, and you see the shadows of him doing something that we shall not.
I don't remember
name
this
here.
this part of Pokemon.
No, not Pokemon. We're talking about Psychopaths.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, what kind of version you watching? You watching?
Yeah, I was like, man, this is a crazy version of Pokemon that I'm not used to.
the dark side of Pokemon? Jeez.
Just like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Like, what region was this? God.
There was just there was just a scene where the woman. It was implying that the woman was being struggle cuddled, to put it into best terms. But it was more implication than anything. And it was, you saw a shadow, and then you saw his knife on his neck. I think you guys, the people who have seen Psychopaths, are kind of remembering what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
And she got so angry with me. Like, I got grounded, and then she showed it to my brother, and then my brother showed her Shmentai.
Oh.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
All right, where's this story going? I'm
dude,
starting
what
to worry.
balls do you have to show your mother hentai?
Not me. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about my
Give that
brother.
dude a straight two thumbs up. That is,
he
hilarious.
asked my mom to watch anime one time, and he put on Food Wars. It was within 3 minutes.
Top tier. That's exactly what you do right there. I haven't watched Food Wars, but I know what it's about.
3 minutes in, because he was like, "Oh, this is what anime Brandon's watching." Because I was outside on my phone just watching.
Bro, this is how the Australian senator decided.
Don't get me started on that.
The anime. He had his
voice
hentai.
I was trying to show my family tentacle hentai exists.
Anyway, I was watching.
There's anime in Australia.
I was watching The Disastrous Life of Saki K, but I think my brother thought I was watching.
That's so good. That is so
It is
good.
Great show.
My brother thought I was watching Food Wars, so he showed or maybe he didn't realize it. He just wanted my mom to yell at me. So he showed my mom the first 5 minutes of Food Wars, and she came out there yelling, "What are you watching? Let me see your phone!" And then she looked at my search history and found out that I watched Shmentai. Wait, what? That didn't happen.
Oh,
Oh.
Rick.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That didn't
Man,
happen.
you brothers are.
No,
good-
but she
good,
came out and
duo right there.
she literally had to watch. She sat there for 20 minutes watching the entire episode I was watching. She was like, "Wait, this isn't what he showed me."
Are you talking about Food Wars or
Are you
what?
watching anime outside?
I watched.
I'm
No. I was watching it like because I have like a swing in my backyard,
Uh-huh.
and I'll like lay on there when the sun sets because the sun is nice. But it was just comedy because she thought I was watching an anime about moaning to food, and I was watching Saki K, which is the most wholesome anime I've ever seen.
Honestly, though, Psyche K is so freaking good.
Coffee Jello.
10 out of 10, best apocalyptic anime.
Yeah, Psychic Kid was great.
Wait.
Well,
Amazing
it
post-apocalyptic
technically
anime.
is post-apocalyptic because he.
Yeah, he messes up the Earth a few times, and like he goes back in
Whoa.
time.
That's true.
That one episode, he
Whoa.
goes
True.
back in time. Yeah, so
Yeah.
technically
Whoa.
Saki K is a post-apocalyptic anime. You
Yeah,
see,
Psyche K is
Damn.
God.
that's where I was
He
Also-
heading.
beat Goku.
That's where I was
Humans
heading.
don't technically
He
exist in the anime either.
Oh.
The real question is whether he could beat Saitama.
Ooh.
Yo.
No, no,
Saitama will
Saitama
kiss
Saitama has
his
to defeat him
feet,
with
bro.
one freaking punch, though. If he can't land a punch, then he's stuck.
I think it would depend because like I
True.
feel like Saki K is an overpowered. I can't remember her name, like the green-haired girl with the psychic powers. I think Saki K is like her but overpowered version.
Tatsumaki?
Maybe.
Is it Tatsumaki?
The
I think
Oh, yeah, Tatsumaki, yeah.
yeah, I think Saki
That's
K is
so
similar to her abilities, but a little like even stronger than her.
No, Psyche K is definitely way more than a telekinetic.
I know. I'm saying like
Yeah.
his powers might work similar to hers, except they'd be like 1,000 times greater. I feel like
Because he has like
Bro, he
so
can do
many
everything.
more.
it also
Yeah,
depends on
he literally could do any power you can think
Mhm.
of. He has that power.
the
Yes.
ending to Saki K. That had me bad. I mean, I was waiting for
Is there
Saki
an
K
ending?
reawaken, but
I feel like they're
Oh.
constantly making Psyche.
Is there an end?
well, technically,
I'm
there's an ending to
confused.
like the official series, and then they brought it back because everybody was like upset.
Yo! Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back on topic.
And
Ooh.
Danger of says Psyche
to
is
drop-
best waifu of the apocalypse,
Yeah.
and I couldn't agree more.
I'm gonna have to pick up Psyche K again.
I back that up completely.
So Dono, have you figured out how
That's
to make
impossible.
Naruto?
Well, Naruto
post-apocalyptic?
starts off with the apocalypse happening. If you think about the nine-tailed fox attacking the village, then everything after that is just a post-apocalyptic anime. So technically, we're gaming.
I mean, technically, you're right. You're right, Dono.
I was thinking when Kaguya ate that fruit. Stuff.
I don't know. I've only seen the tuning exams. I can't.
Ah, boo. Boo.
Yeah, I
Hashtag
mean-
watch Naruto.
Hashtag watch
Hashtag-
One Piece, Dono. God.
Oh.
She got you
Honestly,
there.
she
I say that she got you
Yeah,
there, but I
I'm
haven't
right
even
now.
seen One Piece
Ouch.
yet.
I've been watching it. She
Boxel!
acts like I don't watch it at all. I'm
Kate is
almost done
gonna
with the
call
first
you
season.
out.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Dono,
more
you
seasons
gotta
are
watch
there to
One
watch?
Piece, man. You're a disgrace as a
Poxel,
weeb.
get
until
out
you...
of here.
Everybody needs to watch the big three. All three of them.
I disagree.
You know, I'd say that I tried all three of them,
Okay.
right?
I don't think
like-
you need to watch One Piece. I think you need to read One Piece.
Ooh,
That's fair.
true.
I read One Piece, watch Naruto,
And I haven't-
watch / read Bleach.
I haven't read One Piece. It's on my list, and I know what it's about because I've watched all the One Piece Virgin podcast, so I'm kind of spoiled. It kind of counts, I guess.
Well, where are they up to now? Like, what happened?
I can't
Got it.
remember.
Okay, can
So
someone clarify something? Like, has anime caught up to the manga? Because he makes One Piece content about stuff that's caught up with the manga.
I think
Really?
he has, from what I've.
but they just with the One Piece version, they
I'm
just
behind
talk about.
on the podcast. I like binge it. Like I'll wait like 2 months
Mhm.
and then I just binge.
I have
That's
no
a
idea.
mood. But I'd like to make the case that oh my god, watching One Piece is better than reading it because in specific moments that hit hard in One Piece, the music and the animation make it hit so much harder than if you were just to read it on the page.
Yeah, but isn't it like
Very
at
fair.
episode like 800, all the episodes have like 15 minutes of recap and are only 5 minutes of new stuff?
It's not 15 minutes of recap, but there is a lot of recap. I do have to say.
Well, I mean,
Agreed.
what are you gonna do when you're making it like a 1,000 episode plus series? You don't have the budget to be able to do 20 minutes, I'd say. So I think they do have a defense when it comes.
I
to
think
that.
there's a One Piece website where you can just
Yeah,
everything
One
for
Piece.
you.
One
Yeah,
Piece.
One Piece. I got
One
lost. I'm
One-
just watching
One
it from
Piece.
episode 1 onward.
One Piece.
Dono, are you okay? When you do that, I want to rewatch One Piece. So, like, tell me when you do that because I
I'm
want
on
to.
episode 55 of season 1. Hurry up.
It's okay. I'll just start there.
It's like, fine.
Uh,
I'm not gonna watch 50 episodes.
I'll
I
watch
wonder why,
Gintama while
Katie.
watching One
Oh,
Piece.
signs there.
Gintama is goaded.
Pokemon's not
Pretty good.
post-apocalyptic. What?
Pokemon?
I mean, meteors hit the Earth. That's what brought the Pokemon.
isn't there
apparently.
a big war that happened in Pokemon, like with the two dragons?
That's true.
I'm not caught up today on Pokemon, Archie.
I don't even know if that's part of the. I feel. All right, are we doing the next post-apocalyptic thing?
Yes, Dono did the Naruto thing. So, and then Katie, I think you've done your two. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I guess I will do my second one. I think that L is a great post-apocalyptic anime. It's all about nuclear war breakout, and it's all about Shmentai and other stuff like that. People
wait,
being
wait. You're not just gonna breeze past that like.
My pure mind has been corrupted.
What do you expect?
Good. I expect you to talk about anime on an Anime Academy.
Listen, Shmentai is part of anime. There's a lot of plot.
I don't understand this Shmentai craze. I'm so
No.
disappointed.
just don't
Are you
ask
disappointed
Katie.
in me and this is the second day
Shield
I've known you,
ears.
Katie?
Yes, already. Foxel, stop giving me reasons, dude.
Big L's. Is that your true second pick? Folks?
No, that was a joke.
Okay, I was just kind of worried.
I'm not that far past humanity. Neon
You are.
Genesis Evangelion would have to be my
That's a
second
good
pick.
one.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Say that one.
I'm not gonna go with that one because that one's so popular. Actually,
Okay.
Alright.
it's fantastic and it's great. It's all about angels. You guys know what Evangelion is about. But instead, I'm gonna go with Gargantia. On the verdurous planet.
Gargantia?
Have you not heard of it, Katie?
No. I think I saw like an episode, but I don't remember anything of it.
So it's basically, from what I remember, I'm rewatching it right now, actually during quarantine, and I'm really enjoying it. Basically, humans were on this. Humans are in spaceships. They're fighting like these. I can't remember what the monsters are called, but they're fighting these like octopus like kind of monsters in space, and they're losing because they don't have a planet that has oxygen and water. They lost Earth a long time ago.
Okay.
Can't remember how they lost Earth, and for that I'm sorry. But however, basically one pilot, he doesn't escape. When everybody else escapes, he fails to escape. So then he falls to this planet, and it just happens to be Earth. And inside this planet, he learns how these squid creatures are not inherently evil. It's a fantastic story, and it's beautiful. Really well done. He
Interesting.
learns how humans actually started the war, not what he was told, and not what he learned.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's kind of like One Piece in the sense as there's pirates, but that's a joke.
Well, One Piece ain't really about pirates. Let's be real.
Okay,
like,
it's kind of like One Piece in the sense as the entire world is covered in
a
water.
little bit.
After like a
Yeah.
rainy day, basically, there used to be land, but there's not land anymore apparently.
That's insanity. That's
God.
crazy.
So yeah.
Like,
Oh, jumped.
imagine having no land.
hmm
Like, you would be exhausted every day. Like, no matter, like, if you had, like, like a nice boat to be on or whatever.
Nice
but-
boat.
Yeah, nice boat. But you'd still be exhausted because you have to maintain everything. It's just, that just
Yeah.
sounds so terrible.
Oh, one of the co-hosts is typing. This scares me.
Typing is forbidden.
No,
Well, I forgot to tell him that we were doing this
it's forbidden.
because I thought he was gonna be busy tonight.
Oh,
Okay. So I've stayed in my 2. The Schmintai does not count. That was a joke. So when it really
Okay.
gets down to it, I might make a lot of Schmintai jokes, but I truly look at anime through the inside and out. Oh, that was
Mentai.
no,
Well,
I'm being
I don't-
serious. Like, I truly feel like anime is a fantastic category, and as cringy as it says, it's awesome when you can get something out of anime. For example, Kono Katachi.
I started my channel on Koei no Katachi.
I actually
You
wanted
did.
to do that to mine, but some like guy kept on begging me to do watch Assassination Classroom. So the first anime video I made was an Assassination Classroom video.
That's pretty fair.
Katachi.
Silent
Jeez.
voice.
oh,
RTL, it's a silent voice. I've been telling you about since day
Oh
one.
yeah, you've been telling me about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But yeah.
One of these days.
hmm Honestly, knowing your anime taste, I don't know if you'd like it or not. You might. Okay, I'm not roasting your taste. It's just I know that you don't like romances or redemptions. Well, you might like redemption stories.
It's like drama.
Yeah, I don't think it. I know that you're more of a
Yeah, I
shonen
kind
guy.
of avoided drama. I was that guy. I just chilled, had fun, and avoided drama.
Yeah.
welp.
So
Sad. That's literally my genre.
I think that
Yeah.
I used to hate slice of life anime, but there was one anime that changed everything. But that I will not spoil that. You guys will find that on
God
the
damn.
next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, Squid.
Hey, man.
Do you have your second pick?
Yeah, but am I gonna tell you? I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hold on.
terraformers.
I'll be right back, guys.
How dare you?
Terraformers.
About
You go
cockroaches, right?
Don't know. You know what?
Kind of.
Ooh, she's gonna, she's gonna get these hands.
Are they not cockroaches?
Okay. So the apocalypse doesn't have anything real. The apocalypse is caused by like a virus, and they're trying to spread algae on Mars so they can live on it. The cockroaches are on Mars, but the virus is what's causing the apocalypse.
Oh, that
And-
show.
The virus might, it might be caused by the cockroaches. We don't know,
Isn't that
Bro,
like
the
a newer
cockroaches
anime,
look so
Squid?
funny, bro.
but they're not cockroach. I mean, that's just what
They look
call
so
them,
funny.
because they're like, oh, these things are kind of like a bug or something.
Yeah.
Didn't that anime come out in like rather
It's
recently?
2013.
2013. I thought it was something
Yeah.
like
The
2017.
original one or the sequel?
Yeah, the original. Is there a sequel?
Yeah.
Then let me look.
Or not like a season 2. There's Terraformers and Terraformers Revenge.
Yeah.
I think
Let me look at
Terraformers Revenge came out in something like 2016.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello,
it-
Thad Baggins. Welcome your face to the stream. Who's the cool guy with the Adolf profile pic?
That's me. Me. That's another.
Oh.
That's why Terraformers is one of my favorite anime. Is literally almost 90% of because of Adolf.
Oh, okay.
He is best boy in all of anime.
Uh-huh.
Endangered. What do
Oh.
you want me to go on and go
That's
on
the-
about?
Squid, that's the person you wanted me to put on the manliest man.
Yeah, he is. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
He is the manliest man, and you might be thinking like, well, he's a manlet. He's tiny. He's only 5'9". How could he be manliest man? That makes it even better that he's so small, but he's still so manly.
I mean, Weevil's Underwood is the main
Oh my
man.
goodness,
I know.
no. Ed, big L's.
But yeah, basically in Terraformers though, shit's just not going well on Earth, so they want to go to Mars, and in order to fight these horrible things on Mars that they call cockroach. I mean, again, they're not cockroaches. They kind of look like big scary bug things. But they end up, people volunteer to get surgeries, and basically how it works is you get different organs and things put into you. I think it's called the mosaic organ surgery. And so everyone has like base insect DNA put in them, so they have armored skin and I think, an open circulatory system.
Uh-huh.
But then you have like special. So Adolf's thing is he had an electric eel, and so he can do all kinds of things with electricity. Like he throws a lot of knives at people, and he can shock you. And then, but he can also, like, if he were to die, he could use his electricity to restart his heart. I don't know. It's pretty fun because the whole anime is basically just people trying real hard to figure out why this virus is just owning everyone.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting. It's been on my list for a while.
Sounds relevant.
It also has the best post-apocalyptic waifu. Not that we're talking about that anymore, but
It does, but yeah, I did have mixed feelings on Terraformers. It's just
Terraformers?
story thing. Terraformers, where they have the cockroach humanoids.
yeah, that's like
Yeah.
the cool guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Honestly, I will say
it's mixed for me.
where it went to, I don't, because the thing I liked so much about the initial run, or like the first generation of people, was that honestly their powers like sucked. They weren't super strong. There was a lot of downs. Like Adolf, half his face is like burned off. He can't eat ramen. He's sad about that. He cannot eat ramen anymore because his mouth is mostly gone. And like then all of a sudden the next generations, like Michelle and that weird like King Arthur guy, they became like perfect humans who could just destroy like anything, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I still really enjoy it.
I'll be right back.
No.
All right.
Nobody talking until he's back.
Talk.
You just
You
talk
know what's a
trash
great-
about him until he's back.
What's with him and like hentai recently? What's his deal?
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's been taking his Nux fandom to the extreme.
I don't like that he thought he was fooling me when he asked me to do that.
He me until I heard the smartphone one. I honestly wanted to do an anime, and then yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
initially when he just messaged me out randomly. Like to be honest, I've never heard of Proxel. Only thing I heard is mentions from Dono. So he just messaged me
Yeah,
just
and
randomly.
he just
out of
showed
the
up.
blue.
He was like, "Hey, you got time to do this thing?" And I was like, "I guess." Like, I'm not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He just
what happened here. Oh, he's back.
Anyways, so like we were saying, Poxel's pretty
Oh.
sick.
Wait,
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Y'all are
yeah.
roasting me.
Yeah.
His hentai
I was-
fandom is
You know what's a apocalyptic anime?
If you mention hentai, I'm literally leaving. the call.
Handshakers.
handshake.
Safe
Get
for now.
that filth out of there. Get that filth out of this
I mean,
conversation.
the thing is,
Wait, what?
I wish you hadn't brought it up, but technically,
Hand what?
It's not a.
Handsh-
How is Handshakers an
Handshakers-
apocalyptic anime?
Handshakers is horrible. Don't mention it.
It's rated 4.2 on my app.
I always
God.
confuse handshakers with get backers.
John loves
Get backers.
John.
I'm surprised someone else knows what get back.
John knows
I
everything.
know
Let's be honest.
everything.
John, Handshakers is
Oh, yeah,
the
John,
greatest
you do
anime
know it.
of all time. What are you talking
Everything is.
about?
It's Handshakers. It's horrible story. Fucking CGI, very lazy. Like, come on.
See, it just doesn't make sense. Like some of these studio animation studios, they get some stories and just adapt like poor any of manga you can adapt instead.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let me say this. It's funny that Handshakers, this studio that made it, is very well known to the anime industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this anime was their test on going to converting to CGI animation. That's failed miserably. Story was made by a fan of this
Do you have your
particular
second
studio, so that made it very
Yeah,
worse because
what
it
am I
was
gonna tell
intended to
you?
be a fanfic. So I was like, watched it, and I was like,
yeah,
Hold on,
Terraform.
I'll be right back.
who
guys.
made this budget for this show? And then you mentioned it now,
Yeah,
Poxel. I'm like,
Terraformers, though,
your
uh,
taste.
shit's
How dare you?
I don't
mention that in
like Handshakers.
this call.
I was making a joke. Anyway,
Okay.
John loves anime. You are up for the final. anime we are going to be talking about, I think. Did RTL
Well,
get his second pick?
No, it did not.
Oh wait,
No, he
so
did
after
not.
John, then it's RTL, and then it's over. And I give rewind the stream so I can see how you guys trash talked me.
Whatever do you mean?
I would be like, I'll
No.
just tell you straight up.
I was talking about some guy named Poxtail.
I gotta tell you,
Dude, weird,
Poxel's
bro.
name, like, it sucks, guys.
Uh,
I don't know.
I
what
mean,
he
the
was
fact
doing.
that like his Twitter is Emperor Poxel, like, man, that's like that must be like the
It's a
biggest
little
ego
narcissistic,
ever.
just a little.
I know, right? Like,
I will say the name Pokesel might suck, but man, his personality is way worse.
I agree. His personality is absolute garbage.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
All right, John. What's
I
your
agree that I
apocalyptic anime?
suck. Lol.
I mean, would you like to take over LTO? I mean, you could talk your anime.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it for now. I'm trying to wait until kind of calms down. So that's
Okay.
why I've been biding my time.
Okay.
So they want to go to Mars.
I mean, let's see. I was gonna mention some anime, but I was like, nah. Maybe you haven't seen Blue Gender or Hyper
in order to
Police
fight these
or
horrible,
Kick Haster of an
horrible
Insect.
things.
I don't know. So I'm gonna go with who suggested Girls Last Tour? Was it you, Poxel?
I did. Mm-hmm.
You did. Okay, I'm gonna give you to fill that void in for you, just for you, buddy. Even though that you suggested me Shmentai, I hate you for that. But I'm gonna suggest to you something to fill that void for those who love Girls Last Tour.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this anime. It is called. Write this down. It's called The Third, The Girl with Blue Eyes.
That sounds like a shmentai.
It's not. To be honest, it's not. Unless you say it's Ao Himote no Soju.
I thought it was called the girl with the blue eye.
Yeah, with the blue eye. Well, yeah. I'm trying to think of maybe it's the blue eye. Maybe I don't know.
This is a
Is it a
movie,
romance? It sounds like a movie title.
No, this is actually it's an anime, 24 episodes.
24 episodes. Okay.
24.
right? I think I watched like 2 episodes and just thought it was a movie.
No.
That's how I felt about Kanata no Ash.
Yeah. Jesus. But yeah, I mean that anime is essentially we have a world where the humanity is lost and is a post-apocalyptic, so it all reigns over by an individual called
Is
the
on
Third,
Mars.
which he has the
They
third
call it
eye.
cockroach- I mean,
Not the Illuminati, by the way. But it's kind of similar because he reigns over the world. So the main girl, who is a jack of all trades, goes around the world with her tank to do jobs for people that needs help with her, like either electricity, plumbing, and so forth. She's a jack of all trades, even fighting off monsters. And she stumbled upon a man where she hired randomly in the desert, and throughout the entire anime, it's just them taking jobs and avoiding the Third, which take interest of them, trying to capture them for a research experiment. It's a very good anime. I would suggest it. The thing is, the soundtrack is not really up to my taste, but it's essentially is a very good anime with really good story building into it because you explore the whole world. You know, just going through all these travels.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very interesting. Not gonna lie. It reminds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fight scenes, I would say, and which I really like the fight scenes. So,
I love
and I think this is I think this was a mid 2000s anime, so it's kind of good.
Does it have decent animation?
2006.
Yeah, I would give it a 7 or 8 for animation. You know, there's time
The
to
ani-
time. Go ahead.
I mean, it has that old style animation like Cowboy Bebop. That type of animation.
Yeah, well, it's it's somewhat that, but it's a little bit better. It's just what I feel like there's certain things where I felt like they could have done more work on the animation, but there's really the fighting scenes is what really makes it a lot of better, and then the fucking color, the usage of colors within the backgrounds and the designs of the surrounding environments. It really captures your eye candy.
Fair enough.
One thing that I want to say real quick, and it's not about the anime, but Squid, the gif that you replied to Katie's tweet.
Hey, don't talk about me on Twitter, all right?
Oh. What?
Just check Twitter.
That asphalt is hot. Why would you do this to yourself?
That's funny.
That's just snailing, man.
Yeah, but what if
that's hilarious, bro?
What if that
I would be.
needs to work?
Here's the thing: I went out into my snail thing today, and there was like 1,000 snails everywhere. They had escaped.
Did you pour salt on them?
No, I picked them up and I was like, "Go back in here, your enclosure."
Oh Jesus Christ! What are you fucking? Are you a mom from Promised Neverland? You just captured all these fucking snails and be like, "In the closure, you go."
Hey RTL, look at the stream, and look at where Weevil.
Okay, let me check.
Pixel, do not show anything more from my Twitter on
What?
stream. You'll get banned.
What? Why? That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, why would you put Weevil in such a trash scene, dude?
I know, right? I feel like I'm disrespecting Yu-Gi-Oh by doing this, but at least it shows who the alpha man is between Aaron and Weevil.
Aaron is not an alpha male.
Maybe I'll have to put Escanor in there because even Weevil's like, I mean, it's a tough fight.
Aaron is definitely alpha.
Here's the thing: he's just so small.
He's so annoying. I can relate to him.
I don't want to say anything because manga spoilers.
But
isn't he like
RTL? You have another post-apocalyptic anime to talk about.
5'5".
Yeah.
Make
So,
Yu-Gi-Oh a post-apocalyptic
really think about it. Well, it's very difficult figuring out what a proper post-apocalyptic one would be out of my list, but technically doesn't count, but I'm gonna include it anyway because you can kind of weave it in, and that's Berserk. So good. It is so good, especially if you read
2016 one, right?
Oh,
Squid. What 2016 one?
That's big L's. When you talk about CGI went wrong, definitely check out Berserk 2016. That's for sure.
I can't agree that Berserk
that's
definitely one.
Yeah, I mean the original got a lot. How it kind of it's tough apocalyptic based on what the anime has shown. I'm guessing I haven't watched the anime. I've only read the manga, but there's a lot that happened after a certain, and even after that a certain event, the dynamic that's going on and the different like themes and philosophical ideas are portrayed, and what is right and what is wrong and all that. It's all greatness.
Yeah,
I just can't reveal any of it.
It's all good, Katie. We're actually almost
Katie, have
done.
you watched or read Berserk?
I have not, and I need to.
I agree.
It's all good. We don't roast people for not reading Berserk, but we do roast people for not watching One Piece.
Yeah,
I mean that's
Really, Katie.
Last.
I'm just kidding.
No,
No,
I feel
Paxo,
like
you're one to talk.
Excuse me. No, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
Damn.
Hello, some guy 9393. We are here talking about how I don't know. Honestly, it
Berserk
was
is the greatest manga of all time.
Yes.
Okay, I guess so. Is Tokyo Ghoul technically post-apocalyptic? I can't remember. Did ghouls always exist?
You said
Tokyo
said
Ghoul.
what, Postal?
Is Tokyo
They didn't-
Ghoul
even if
technically
they didn't always
post-apocalyptic?
exist? They didn't start an apocalypse.
True.
They've all
No.
existed. It's just they're like under the radar,
Underground,
so
yeah.
they can't be
No.
detected.
Yeah,
just-
so I would not consider that post.
I mean, I could fight for
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh being a post-apocalyptic anime.
I mean, technically, there's a big apocalyptic thing that does happen in the series.
Yeah, at the end.
But that's all the way at the end. At
And
the
even a lot of
end of the
things,
series.
like a lot of the arcs have to do with apocalyptic moments. So I don't know if it's a post-apocalyptic, but I mean, you could fight for it technically, as much as you can fight
It'd be
for
tough.
One Piece and Naruto and the others.
No, I think One Piece and Naruto have a better chance of Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not gonna lie.
Then Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, I was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Yep.
Hmm.
Anyway, I guess that is it. To sign off, I kind of want to do something fun because there's a bunch of new people. So I want you guys to advertise your social media, and I want you guys to just state your favorite anime. Don't talk about
nice.
just maybe talk about it like in like 3 sentences, but not too long. So we'll start on the far left corner with Dono, and then we'll reach to the right.
Ooh, I get to go first, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. All right. Well, I know I didn't talk much on this podcast, and I kind of joined in halfway through. But if you're interested in my content, I make things ranging from trying to date Colonel Sanders all the way to showing a high school DxD to my dad. So check that out. TKDONO. Follow me on Instagram at TKDONO_. Follow me on Twitter at TKDONO_. And we have a great time.
His content is absolutely fantastic. It is very well edited from my personal experience. If you guys have nothing to do during the quarantine, I recommend checking it out. He also believes that everybody should rewatch Naruto.
Yes, 100%.
John loves anime.
Okay. Thing is, okay, let's see. 3 sentences. I'm just gonna count by finger. Okay, first sentence. Well, okay. This is John Loves Anime. Or you can call me John. You can call me Johnny, and you can call me whatever.
Wait, we can call you Johnny?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Johnny.
No!
Hi,
I already
Johnny.
know a Johnny. That's gonna.
Who's the better Johnny, Dono?
Who's the better Johnny? Well, actually, there's Johnny Boy and then John.
That's true.
Yeah, but which is
That's
the better
true.
John? That's the question.
Yes, there is the
Me.
question.
It's the biggest war.
Okay, you. Okay.
It's official, guys. Katie's the best John.
Damn. I can't compete with that.
Damn straight.
Anyways. Okay.
What-
Okay, I'm go.
Dono,
Let's
what
be
did you
real.
say was your favorite anime? I don't think I heard.
I always say it's Hunter x Hunter because that's like one of the greatest ones of all time for me. But yeah, it ranges from whatever mood I am and what I'm currently watching at the time. So
Dude, that's
Okay.
such a mood, though. Oh my
That's
god.
John loves
That's
anime.
such a-
What was
Okay,
your favorite anime?
Alright. Well, let's see. I have lots, but if I had to pick one that defined, the channel and everything, it has to be Love, Chinibyo, and Other Delusions, or Chinibyo to Disco Kai. So I just love the story. It's just the atmosphere, the animations is top notch, especially Kyoto animations. God bless them. Which I hope they're making a huge recovery, which I'm very glad and on for Kyoto Animations. It's one of my favorite studios. But in terms of social media, I mean, if you guys want to check out like top 10s, anime content or whatsoever, or just random silly stuff, I mean, you can check me out at John Loves Anime. Twitter at John Loves Anime if you want to talk with me, message me, and so forth. And definitely, the main thing is to do check out Dono, Poxel, Snail, RTL, and Katie so much, because my purpose as well mainly is to shout out small creators and to help them out and to bring the community together. And that's the main purpose of what I do, is just to help others and to give love and support and to share the love.
I gotta say that's really
You love to hear it.
admirable. But did you call squid snail?
Well, I thought you always referred to him as Snail.
Whoa.
He is a snail, dude.
It's formed from a
I like that.
squid to a snail.
I
I want to hear this.
I do apologize because
I
always
thought you
see.
were roasting me. I loved it.
No, oh, you. I don't mean.
I figured you were
mean-
like everyone but this asshole's worth. It's like, yes, dude, I agree.
Well, yeah, I highly recommend John Loves
Man.
Anime. He makes a bunch of cool lists, and I've enjoyed a couple of them. And he also really likes sharing the love. I saw his shout video, and it was well
Thank
done.
you.
I liked it.
Thank
You
you.
have the perfect words
am-
to say, and you're all about. You're not just about shouting out the creators, but also helping them improve their content. And I find
Of
that
course,
very
because
awesome.
I've been there, done that. So any tips I can give and any advices I could give, I mean, I would love to help anybody out. And it comes to encouragement as well as any advices, or if you want someone to talk to, I mean, I'm always open, especially now quarantined. I'm available a lot. Which I am working another shout out video, which I will put out a tweet, and you could share your own channels. You could share anybody's channels. I'll get to them as soon as possible, but I might do one where it's all virtual YouTubers because
Nice.
they're the ones that right now pulling a lot of things to entertain all of us, the virtual YouTubers. So gotta be doing that as well to share the love.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, technically it's my turn now, but I guess I'll go on my own podcast. Well, a lot of you guys probably know me, but some of you guys don't. I'm known as Poxel or Poxel. Technically Poxel, but I've given up. Most people call me Poxel for some reason.
Sounds like someone I know.
Yeah, sounds very similar to somebody else's situation. I wonder what that feels like.
Do know, be quiet, do know.
Oh god.
do know.
Listen, don't
Do know.
disrespect the future Any2 Hokage like that, alright? I don't need your
Oh.
crap.
Anyway,
I mean, I prefer to be the pirate king myself.
Oh, you got some competition. I guess I'm gonna be
snap.
Wizard King,
Never.
bro.
Oh snap! We're gonna have a shonen fight here.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
you can subscribe to my main anime channel. It's pretty not cool because it's just not cool.
That's pretty lit.
Follow me on Twitter at emperor_pokesal. As you can see, I have a very large ego. I mean, I'm very like praising myself, man. I'm like Lelouch. Like, oh, that's why I should name my channel. I mean, not my channel. That's why I should say that I'm the next. I'm the next Emperor Lelouch. Well, while you guys are dealing with like
That's
the
a big
low,
statement.
the low levels, I'm Emperor Lelouch over here, a brilliant mind. Also, technically, Emperor Lelouch was his evil mastermind form. So,
I'm Kira.
you're Kira. Yes. Okay.
Spoil the ending of Code Geass just now, but I stopped myself.
Please don't. I haven't watched it.
There's a good thing I did. I was just
RTL. Stop. That was the greatest ending of all time. But what makes it so great is because it's so unexpected.
agreed.
So we can't spoil Dono. Dono has to put a pause on One Piece and go watch Code Geass, and then you return to
No,
One
he
Piece.
doesn't. No,
Man,
he
I
doesn't.
just-
Code Geass.
I just can't believe that Dono
So you get
hasn't
done
seen
with this sooner.
One Piece. I'm so surprised that he hasn't seen One Piece.
Possible, you just
Listen,
need
we all
to
have our
stop.
flaws, okay? I was too
No,
busy
Dono,
rewatching
you don't
Naruto.
understand. I haven't seen One
yes.
Piece.
And yeah, you call
No,
yourself
that's
the
why I like
future
Pixel. You
Hokage.
can stop.
Yeah, you gotta at least watch the kid.
Anyway, RTL, do you want to quickly?
Yeah, short. All right. Yeah, my name is Faith, as you guys can tell. You can call me Faith, RTL, whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I make anime content. I do manga reviews. I do anime reviews, and stuff such as Rap Black Clover, and do an anime interview, acting like I'm Aaron Yeager. So, a lot of fun stuff. On the channel. And then favorite. Oh, it's FMA Brotherhood, but it might change to Attack on Titan.
All
All
right.
right.
Oh, I forgot my favorite anime. Thanks for reminding me. Code Geass.
Cool.
By a long shot, Code Geass.
That's honestly, that's fair.
I should just say mine is Naruto from now on, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, you should know. Or no, you should say it's One Piece because you haven't even seen that.
Jesus.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm
Everywhere
bullying.
go, it's
I like.
People would
"Haven't
believe
seen
him,
One
too.
Piece?"
I'm bullying
How
Dono.
dare
I'm
you.
bullying Dono for a series that he hasn't seen that I haven't seen myself. So
I
I'm like,
That's
Watch
what you
One
call-
Piece,
I'm
man.
like, I'm like
What you call
below the level of
hypocritical.
degeneracy right now.
How dare you?
Squid, would you like to talk about? Tower of God Hater 666. Would you like to talk about your stuff?
I'm Snail. I make videos. Not really, but when I do, they're like sort of like if like a dumb person made videos. And my favorite anime is Gangsta.
Yo,
Gangsta.
that's cool. I
You're
haven't
right.
seen it, but I want
R-
to.
RTL, you're
Yeah,
racist.
some cool fight.
That opening's fire, though. Let me tell you.
RTL, you didn't say FMA, right?
Finally, someone else acknowledges it.
I said F.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen Squid's face when we did best opening on the Anime Academy. Gangsta lost.
Did you see my face? When
Oh
we
my
did
god,
that?
dude. Best
Squid, I
opening.
have cameras in your home.
Are you watching me?
I watch everyone.
But yeah. Anyways, Gangsta's sick. I make videos talking about like how an idiot would react to anime, because that's just me.
Oh,
No, don't. I know you're messing around, but don't call yourself that. You're actually a very high intellectual, and I enjoy your content. You make
Only
awesome
you
content
think
too.
that.
I just realized the only person I haven't praised was RTL.
Wow.
what? Wow. I at least checked out RTL and shot him out. I don't know
Okay,
about you.
listen, RTL, he makes some pretty good videos. I disagree with a lot of them, but he still makes some.
Well,
I like his
that's really-
content. They're well edited. They're very well edited, and I do genuinely enjoy him. I thought he did a great job on his Black Clover rap. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
With Squid's content, I really like it. I really like how he's brave enough to roast a series. That's something that I'm working on myself. I'm brave enough to roast it outside of my YouTube channel, but to post a video where you're like genuinely giving constructive criticism to a series, I don't want to do that because it's harder than praising a series. But without further ado, let's have the Yandere Kitsune Katie.
True.
Hello.
Scared of your
I guess I am the yonder.
You're the yandere. It's Nick Katie.
Yes, I turned myself into a yandere for one video. I swear.
Is your face still stained?
Nah, it's good. It's good now. It's good now. But I did just say for a couple days after I was struggling there.
You're
Anyway.
a yandere. You're a yandere who's going through repalidation from being a
Yeah.
yandere. So
That was like.
that's why your face
I'm
was
trying
stained.
to fix my mind, but it's
Yeah.
not working.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get that chicken guy out of your mind.
yeah,
that
I know
from
it's really
Fairy Tail?
difficult, and plus it's also difficult to get the insanity out. You know, like I'm pretty
Oh,
yeah, but
Yeah.
I would lie and say I'm making progress, but it just is what it is. Anyway, so hi, yes, I am Kitsune Katie. There is an X on the front of my name and at the end of my name. You can check me out on YouTube as X Kitsune Katie X, and you can go to Twitter at X Kitsune Katie X as well. My favorite anime, which this is going to be a hot take because I think it's better than One Piece, or at least I enjoy it more than One Piece, is Madoka Magica. So
Wait, what'd you say?
I said Madoka Magica.
Oh, I enjoyed that. Yep.
Welcome back, Dono. I mean, do you know?
welcome
Do you know?
back.
D0N0.
Dude, I have to dude.
Wait.
DK doo.
Not O's?
What?
My mind is blown.
Nice.
My mind is blown.
Anyway,
I'm
guys,
saying, bro.
before we end this Anime Academy episode, remember, Weevil Underwood is the greatest, most manliest man in anime ever.
That is not true.
That is not true, and you know that
That's
bullshit.
right, it's me.
Man,
Wait,
he's,
no
Easiest
matter
character
what-
in anime, maybe.
wait,
Foxel,
Katie, did you
Foxel,
say
no
it
matter
was
what
you?
you do, you can't teen at all.
Yeah. Also, one last thing. Actually, no, there is not one last thing. You guys can say bye.
Subscribe to me on
Adios.
YouTube.
Peace out.
Matane.
Bye bye.
So, Katie, I have a question.
Yeah.
When are you gonna reveal on YouTube that you're just from a 2D screen?
Well,
She's 100% a virtual tuber.
Yeah.
She just doesn't want to come out yet.
I also
like,
don't really exist.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know what a virtual is. Someone.
It's basically like when you have an avatar and on YouTube, and it's just like your voice, basically.
Wait, does that make? Wait. It's like
got it.
VR chat. It's not like
Like
what. It's not like what Nux would be, right? It would be VR chat kind of people, right? Or would Nux be
Something like
considered a
that.
virtual YouTuber?
What?
I don't know.
Would Nux be considered a virtual YouTuber?
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
feel like-
Oh, because Sting it.
Anyway,
He's
Anime
he's an
Academy
e-girl.
signing out. Oh.
That's true. He's an e-girl.
Well, we're all e-girls deep down.
Nux.
Heck yeah.
Nah.
We're all. I don't